Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kakodash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone.
In 11 miles.
Take exit 20 onto Route 7 towards Blue Springs.
Wherever it may be. Real quick, man, this is just a quick in transit. Nothing too long. But I was watching the elder brother from South Carolina's video about this guy, Brandon T. Jackson. And basically it was just a bunch of confusion about how he doesn't agree with the camps. And then he's talking about going before the UN or the Pope to declare who we are and all this other stuff. Like, a lot of times, Jake, man, you Jakes, you got to give the program, man, you know, because the Most High never told us to go before the UN Council or before the Pope. He says, go out and wake up the children of Israel. And there was a certain way on how to do that, okay? The scriptures tell us to go ye to the highways and the byways and compel the people to come in, you know. But the name of this lesson is basically Jake wants to establish their own righteousness, and I don't have my scriptures on hand, so what I would do, I would paraphrase the scriptures to the best of my ability. But basically, man, he's going about trying to establish his own righteousness because he doesn't understand the scriptures, okay? He doesn't understand what the concept of a prophet is. He doesn't understand the concept of what a man of the Lord is. He doesn't understand the concept of the prophecies, you know? And his mindset, he's trying to build a nation, build. But the way you build the nation is going out to the highways and the byways and compelling the hopeful elect to come in, you know? Not doing your own thing, not establishing your own righteousness, okay? Not twisting your own doctrine. And then the crazy part about it is that you would have known Demon, this guy from Sakari. This guy ain't right in the spirit, because this year alone they've been caught up in a lot of scandals, you know, from the whole Passover thing to the doctrine thing to him being a chief priest, Al-Azhar, Bonnie Lawyer. I mean, it's been a lot of information that these guys have been found out to be not right about, and these are the men that you're trying to come and make something to make a building with, man, because the scriptures say mark them. Shalom, but the scriptures say, mark them that causes divisions and offenses which are contrary to the doctrine which you believe in, and mark them. Because this guy Brandon T. Jackson talking about, well, man, you guys always making about doctrine, but hey, the scriptures say mark them that don't teach the same doctrine, because it's all about doctrine. Because at the end of the day, the doctrine that we pushing is that of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, because the scribes and Pharisees said it. They said, man, who is this man that come up with this doctrine to speak with this authority? So it's all about the doctrine, man. Okay, but that's the problem with you Johnny come latelys. You know, you hear a couple of things, you hear a couple of scriptures, you listen to all these different bootleg camps out here, you on Facebook, and you don't know how to gather or extrapolate righteous information. So therefore you all over the place and you make stupid statements like that. Okay, because he's talking about the federation of the Yisrael, all that other Yiddish shit. That's not biblical, man. Okay, because for one thing, the scriptures told you that we're not going to all come together on this side, that it was going to be a division among the churches. So when you're trying to nation build as a collective and you're trying to build up all Israel, because all Israel ain't going to be saved on this side, you're basically going against the order the Most High established. Okay, because the Lord said, go out and search out for the elect. He told Esdras, go out and search out for people that be like thee, like-minded like thee. Okay, so that means doctrine, it means mindset, because it tells you in Corinthians, we have to speak the same thing. Okay, so we can't come together with a man that believe that the MOTB is an embargo, or he believes it's Christianity, or he believes that it's great nations or small nations. We can't come together with a guy like that, because we're not speaking the same thing. And ultimately, that's a violation of 1 Corinthians 1 and 10. Okay? So you going off, Brandon T. Jackson, because you are not knowing the scriptures. And if Deacon Hakah was a real man of the Lord, he would have corrected you right then and there. But see, he's so hell-bent on clout chasing, on getting his marketed brand out there, searching out vain glory, like the scriptures tell you in Matthew's 23rd chapter. They're searching out to feed their own belly. He didn't really rebuke you for real, because he said, well, I agree with you 100%. But you know goddamn well your doctrine is not in compliance or in agreement with this nigga Brandon T. Jackson, man. Since when the Most High made you the authority? You just a Hollywood sitting on the red couch, nigga. Who the fuck are you to come in here and tell somebody what you gonna do? Like you got some fucking authority over somebody. Nigga, you ain't got no fucking authority. The best bet you can do is humble your mouth, man. Shut your damn mouth and humble yourself. Or take your black ass back to Hollywood and get reinitiated, man. Because, hey, for you to sit on that casting couch, bro, you had to do something for the elites, man. So don't act like you don't know what's up, man. You know what's up. That's probably why you got a guilty conscience about yourself, trying to play all self-righteous and shit, man. Because you did some things. And if you didn't, then Salakia. But 9 times out of 10, you done something, bro. You was in some high-profile movies. That with that nigga Bow Wow, you done something, bro. Okay? So misses with all the folly and fugaziness. But overall, man, the scriptures say, go ye out to the highways and the byways and compel our people to come in and bid them to the marriage. Okay? Because if you're not doing that, then you're establishing your own righteousness. And the scriptures say, a man that may a way may be righted to the men, but the end result thereof is that of death. So you may be right in your own mind, but overall, the Most High is going to destroy you, man. Because you have examples, you have leaders out here that have shown you the right way. According to Isaiah 30 and 20, that thy teacher should not be removed until corner anymore. You have the right tutelage out here. So only thing you have to do at this point in time is really just fall back and listen, man, and take notes. You know? That's all you got to do. All right? So anyway, another thing he said was that how he's the voice of God, how he's the voice, he's a servant of the Most High. He's saying in one breath that he wants to go back into the world or back to Hollywood and kick it, but you know, he's a slave to the Most High God. Well, for one thing, bro, you got to cut the goatee shit out. You know, you got to grow your beard all the way up. You got braids that's past your shoulders, you got to cut them braids shoulder length, man. Okay? If you got dreadlocks, you got to cut those things. You know, grow the full beard out. You know, go out to the highways and the byways and rock the fringes, man. The scriptures tell you to do that. But what do? You go against that because you about all my heart, my heart, my heart. That feel-good shit, just like a typical Christian. Because according to the book of Jeremiah 17, chapter 9 verse, the scriptures clearly says that it says James 1:8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That's right. Because one minute you on point with saying, well, you want to teach the Old Testament, then you said the New Testament, you ain't teaching that. Everybody knows the New Testament. No, they don't. Because if everybody knew the New Testament, then therefore you wouldn't have Christians out there telling you there is such thing as what they call an immaculate conception, which we call it the immaculate deception, because Joseph and Mary had sex according to the Bible. Okay, that's why he's called the Son of Man. He was born through a man and woman. Okay, it says a man that was made under the law, which is the act of sex. Okay, so you being double-minded, man, and you got to cut that shit out. But then again, you're not a man of the Lord. Okay, because for one thing, if you're going against the doctrinal prefaces, then you bucking up against leadership, then it's off. Now you do got them guys out there that camp bang, that won't deal with you unless you of a certain camp, and we do know guys like that. You know, we've dealt with them personally by the name of the IUIC. They are pretty bougie, okay, but them niggas, they gonna be destroyed too if they don't repent. Because at the end of the day, man, it's all about the name of the Lord. It's about the prophecies. Okay, and it's about having faith. Because at the end of the day, man, the Lord is not going to be like, all right, GMS over here, IUIC over here. No. But one thing about camps is that it's a good thing because you have a collective of brothers and a like mind. Like if you go into the Old Testament, I can't recall the book, but it tells you about the camp of prophets, man. Which a camp just mean a group or a collective of individuals that come together in a like mind. That's all the word camp means, man. Don't mean nothing more, nothing less. Just by you talking to Sakari or Deacon Hakah and you vibing with the other brothers, man, that's a camp, man. You know, you might not have a particular title on it, but that's a goddamn camp, man. So
In 2 miles,
get out of your feelings with
Exit
that.
20 onto Route 7 towards Blue Springs.
Because the camps is where the truth is at. You always had a group of prophets. You always had more than one prophet. It wasn't just one prophet. You had a group of prophets, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Isaiah, Nehemiah. Those were a camp of prophets, man. Though they existed at certain periods of time throughout the respective captivities, that's still a camp. Like the 12, that's a camp. The scriptures is what camps, man? The hell you think the churches are? You think that Paul went inside some goddamn cathedral at all times and spoke to them? You think he went inside with a goddamn stipend on a church and spoke to the people in there? He went among temples, he did, but also he went among the street too. Because in the book of Job, it tells you that, hey, in a young age, he prepared his seat in the street, man, and dealt with the young, with the youth and the old. So camps are very relevant in this time, man. And the example is the more brothers pushing the word in sincerity and truth, the quicker this truth gets out there. Because if it wasn't camps, this truth wouldn't dare be out there, man. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Al-Shai Barakatah. So Brandon T. Jackson, man, you're completely off. You don't know the scriptures. You are not knowing the scriptures, man. You don't know the scriptures, bro.
Use the right lane.
To take exit 20 onto Route 7 towards Blue Springs.
And anybody that's following you, man, I advise you not to deal with him, man, because he's out his mind. That dude is out his goddamn mind. You know, he didn't bring out, I mean, he was quoting scriptures, but he don't understand the meaning of them scriptures. Because if you ask the nigga to break down Revelation 18 or 17 or Revelation the 13th chapter,
Take the exit.
he couldn't give you the
Right
understanding of
onto
it.
Route 7 South.
Why? Because he don't have the understanding, because the Most High have not
At the lights.
understanding.
Use the right 2 lanes to turn onto Route 7 South.
Salaki, man, this GPS shit. I hate this GPS, man, but you know, hey, it's the day and age we living in. But nonetheless, man, you're not a man of the Lord, bro. You don't understand them scriptures. The Most High didn't impart them to you. And that's when the angel came to Isaiah, and Isaiah asked him, he says, well, how long? He said, until the minds of the heart of this people be made fat. He said, until they hear with their eyes. I mean, see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and converted and be healed. And also he went into the analogy of into the cities be casted down. Because the scriptures say, make the heart of this people fat, that they may not understand. Their ears that they may not hear. Make the mind of this people fat so they don't get the truth. So you literally have a
Turn right.
that's stopping Jake from understanding the truth. Though you may have Israelites that get bits and pieces of the understanding, majority of the Jake, they're not going to get this truth, man. Okay, because the Lord haven't imparted it to these guys. You know, because they're not the men of the Lord.
In 3/4 of a
Mile.
But anyway,
Turn
Akim,
left
man,
onto Northwest Vesper Street.
I'm going to shut it down here, man. Actually, I'm surprised this damn thing let me go live. I haven't been live in damn near 2 years. I don't know if they changed something in the algorithm, or I never reached enough subscribers to go live, because these pages get shut down constantly, man. I'm on a constant different page like every other month, man. You know, so if brothers don't see my content for a while, it's probably because I have a different page and it's been shut down. Like, I'm not uploading to the GMS KC Living Waters. I'm not uploading to that for a while. So I'm gonna be uploading here to kind of get the followers up. Then Lord's will, through the Spirit, I'll be uploading to the next one. Okay, and the camp channel, GMS Kansas City 6. You know, spread the word, get the word out there, share the videos, whatever you got to do so we can get this word out, man. But anyway, brothers, man, the water for tuning in, giving all praises and glory and honor for Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, blessings and such.
Stay in the second lane.
From the left.
With that, Shalom and Abba Paul.
Go past these lights.